One two one two one two one two. What's the podcast? Episode 142. 1212. Episode 142. What's the podcast? DJ Jerome Bacon the third. We are here. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's going on?
And don't charge Abdul.
What up? What up? We here, baby. We live. We're here.
Yes, we are here.
Are we?
You know
Are we
what I'm
taking
saying?
off for the new year? Where are we at with that? Are we taping on the last week of the year?
It's gonna be tough for me.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. We got to talk about that. Actually, you're out.
Well,
Like,
I'm
in
out
a
back
week
to
and a
back
half.
weeks. Back to back weeks. Like I go to Arizona from Thursday
Thursday and next week.
to no.
Thursday,
2
weeks. On
2
the
weeks.
23rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
23rd, and then we land on the 29th back in Arizona. But I go to Miami,
Oh,
30th. Yeah, play
it's going
Miami
down
just for a day.
for a date. You say you're going down there for a date.
Day, slight.
What are you
birthday
doing?
party.
Shorty, she lives down there.
No, sir.
Uh,
I haven't been in Miami in
I
4
don't
years.
know. Listen.
You
Um,
I
might
think I
find
heard-
one.
Yeah.
do
well,
you
it's easy
have
to
the
find one.
same Abdul? Do you have the same birthday as Mitch?
No,
Mathis?
Mitch is December 26th.
Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm DJing his birthday party
Oh,
in
down
Miami.
There. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a quick 1 day.
Got it. Okay.
One day
No, my
hit there.
birthday is New Year's Eve.
I knew y'all was in the same
We're
sort
in the
of.
Sort
same
out.
hemisphere.
I have to because I got to be back in DC that Friday night. So I'm
No
probably,
hotel? No hotel?
the way it's looking, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying? I might fly in, land around 7, 8, go to dinner, DJ,
DJ? Catch the red eye out?
right back, catch that 4 a.m. back to DC.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's the old days, the good old days.
Where's the party at?
Spot called the Sylvester.
Okay.
Sound like a hotel.
That's Midtown. Midtown
okay.
spot in Midtown Miami.
All right.
We'll see
should
though.
be all right.
Yeah, it'll be cool. So,
Might have
but
to
we'll
come down there with you.
I was gonna say.
Listen. Listen.
we're gonna have to see what's up with but nevertheless, episode 142, we literally jumped right into
I got a spot in
Hey.
Miami we can stay at.
you came to the realization a week too late too.
Oh man.
Why is it a week too late?
Basically, what's the podcast listeners? Abdul didn't realize that he just had a free place to stay in Miami during Basel week. He could have stayed for free because the hotels were crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? He just he dropped the ball.
I have a family member that has a condo in like the South Beach area close to the
They
convention
don't rent it
center.
out.
No, they don't even live there. They live in New York.
And they don't rent it out nothing.
No, it's just there. They
Not
bought
that
it during
bad.
COVID. Like, fuck it, we're gonna ball out. Bought a nice 2-bedroom spot.
And they went and stayed down there during COVID.
No, not even. They stayed down there for a few weeks.
Balling.
Yeah, listen, motherfuckers are on another level, man. We need to get
Who's
there.
that? Is that Lex's crib?
You know
It
what?
sounds like Lex moves.
Listen, Lex was in Miami during our Basel with the Lambo. Like,
McLaren.
Did he have the Lambo?
I
Yeah, the
don't know. It
McLaren.
was a fancy car. McLaren is not a
Yeah.
Lambo?
Nah,
Oh, okay. It was the blue car?
McLaren.
Either way,
I believe.
Either way,
either
shout out
way.
to Lex. Shout out to Lex.
Yeah.
He did Basel pretty right. I'm not even mad at what Lex did at Basel.
Shout out to my brother all day. You know,
Right.
who's
Oh,
out
he did
there.
it-
They
he
were
did it
out
right,
there getting
too.
it.
They were out there doing.
Oh, they homies.
Yeah. They're,
Oh
they're
yeah,
good
they
friends.
were
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, all day was on another level though. I mean, he had the Louis Vuitton car that was given to him for the whole week while he was down there. So
I
he
mean,
could move around easily in Miami. Like,
Yeah, when you got the Louis car,
that's
It's
next level.
ridiculous.
The
Yeah.
fucking door has Louis on it. It says Louis Vuitton on it. Like, son,
and he was down at the Louis fashion show.
well,
Obviously,
he gets invited to all them shits, like
I'm
anywhere
sure.
around the world. So, yeah, I should have gone down there, man. I missed out. But
sounds like
it
you
is
had a
what
few
it is.
places to probably stay down there. Then
I mean, yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, I would have crashed at All Days Hotel, but at my age, like that's not.
I
That's
mean,
not
it's
what I'm
probably
trying
it
to
was
do.
probably more like a villa. Let's be honest. It was probably more like a villa. He probably had extra rooms. Nobody was staying in.
Nah, I don't know. But either way, next year we'll be down there. We're gonna get it right.
Yeah, we're gonna get it right, man. Listen,
Yeah.
what's the podcast? I do want to let you guys know that make sure you check what's the podcast.live for that is our archive previous episodes.
Yep.
Previous is 141 episodes sitting there. Hear the greatness, hear the evolution.
The content creators.
YouTube.com/what's a podcast. I see the views going up. I interact with the comments. So you know what I'm saying, it might be a month late, but we're there. And obviously, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's, I'm only going to continue to engage with the comments and with the people for a very short time because I am a movie star now.
He's about to change.
And about to. Did you see my kid on Instagram this morning? Fuck. Shut it down.
Yeah, I did see that.
My kid had the all black fit on. What
With the Doc Martens on, she was killing
shiny,
it.
killed it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out to Queen Bean. But I'm in the movie tonight. Again, we spoke about it earlier. It's dope, man. Well produced. I really want everybody. If you're in DC, obviously you're gonna hear this a day late, but you'll be able to see it online. Online for sure. And support Take Creative Control. It's an awesome company. They have great intentions to help people. They've been helping people in DC for 7-8 years now, maybe more. I don't remember, but free legal services, just all sorts of things that help content creators and creatives in general have their business be tight, because you can be the best creative in the world, but when that business comes around, sometimes every DJ I know has been hit with that tax situation, and it is nothing to play with. It's not nice. You end up scrambling for a whole couple months. It gets real ugly. So
learn to protect yourself, man. As a DJ, your name is your brand too. So protect that. Protect that.
Holler at Take Creative Control. Now we also want to.
Oh, so wait, that's tonight, right?
That's tonight, but by the time they hear this, we're all going.
They're gonna miss it, but it's also what's happening. We're gonna watch the movie, which is like a little documentary, and then you're on a panel with the rest of the people that are also in the movie.
Yes.
And then after that, we're partying because Darling Nikki's also tonight.
Darling Nikki tonight, spot. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. It's easily the party of the year. Shit's been cracking every week.
Jerome's changed, man. When Hollywood got an Actors
it.
Guild SAG. He's in SAG now.
Goes to Miami for a day. You feel me?
Yeah, who does that?
Me.
Fuck it. You know with just a DJ bag. Like
I've only used my credit card for the past 2 weeks, baby. I'm out here. You feel me? My points are crazy right now.
Let's do it. I love it.
The Chase Rewards points are crazy right now. So we do want to give a big shout out to Nick Cannon. He had a 5-month-old son that he lost to cancer, which is just crazy. And I think that, I think Nick Cannon, unfortunately, has been a victim of the same sort of online bullying and harassment that Virgil was at one point. Whereas people tend to make fun of these people and not know all the situations that are going on with them, and then when shit gets real, it's like, oh, I didn't know, my bad. But it's like you didn't have to be a dickhead in the first place.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuse. You just look like a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? That's so, I know Nick Cannon has a good amount of children with different women, which is all his business. And as long as he takes care of them, then you know what I'm saying.
He's rich enough to do any of that.
Whatever. Rich in spirit. You know what I'm saying? But. So shout out to him, man. Prayers for him and the woman, the mother of the child as well. We don't want to.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
it's horrible, really man. I just can't. We've most recently we've just been talking about a lot of loss, man. And as parents, you just can never imagine losing a child, and so every time I hear about something like that, man, it breaks my heart. So prayers for Nick Cannon, prayers for his family, and. I'm just sad to hear they lost the angel. 5 months old, man.
5 months is crazy.
That's ridiculous.
It's really sad. Episode 142. What's the podcast? Rest in peace, Virgil. Obviously, they had the funeral. I believe was so you hear this is going to be Thursday, but that means the funeral was Tuesday. It was in Chicago. It was all the people you'd expect, and it's probably some people you didn't expect or didn't know about.
I didn't know the funeral already happened.
Yeah, they had it at the museum, the MCA or the MoCA. I forget which one.
MCA is in Chicago. So okay.
Drake, Kanye, Rihanna, all those types, and then the Chicago people like Inglewood Barbie, the woman who he consistently supported her. She has like a Save the Streets kind of foundation in Chicago. I believe she has like safe houses for people that need things.
Wow. Okay.
He was consistently helping her, like whether it was product or money.
Yeah.
The support there was unreal. So it was a very everybody sort of situation. You know what I mean? So again, man, a huge loss to everybody. But you know what I'm saying? So rest in peace, Virgil. I myself, um, I guess there's news that Pfizer, three Pfizer doses
Yeah,
get you right. Is that what it says?
that's what it said. Pfizer just announced, man, if you have 3 doses of the vaccine, which is the 2 first doses and a booster, you are now protected against the Omarion variant.
Now,
Not Moderna.
I mean, listen, this is Pfizer putting out this study right
listen,
now.
hold on. I just got my booster on Friday.
So you're ready
You
to
he's
raw dog the
Moderna, though.
world.
I'm Moderna all three.
Oh, you
all
are?
three. Yeah.
So all
Yeah.
3 of us are Moderna.
So bong, right? I get the booster Friday at 10:30 in the morning.
Okay.
I did the knowledge online. They're like, yo, it's gonna hit you about 12 to 14 hours after you take the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Go all day. I drive to Woodbridge and back. Like I'm just moving and feel good, take a nap. I'm like, I go DJ. So I go DJ. Boom, play 1942.
Bad move.
Play at 1940. I'm done at 12 though. So I'm like, this is about 12. This is about 14 hours.
Yeah.
I should go home.
Okay.
I don't go home.
Ooh.
I go to Capo. Tom's DJing. Ryan's there. Omar's there. The whole crew. Everybody's there.
Yeah.
We had a ball. I ended up DJing back and forth with Tom for a little bit. And
Silent Tom, our producer. by the
Silent
way.
Tom, our producer. Fantastic night. We had a ball. We had a good time. But I start to feel it. I'm like, gotta get out of here, G. This ain't it.
Yeah.
Right? Boom. I get home and I literally am stuck on the couch for 2 hours. I could not move. I just was stuck there feeling
Really?
like
Sick.
Lightheaded?
I felt worse than any of the other 2 shots.
Wow.
But for how long?
Woke up the next morning feeling great.
Yeah, I woke up the next morning feeling like death. Like
Oh,
hell.
wow.
Oh shit!
Stuck
This
to
hit
the
you
bed.
different than it hit me.
I didn't feel nothing.
I got
Literally,
sleepy. That was it. I slept and I woke up and I was straight.
I just remember waking up. It was like 4 something. I literally damn near crawled to the bed. Boom, passed out. Wake up at 10. And the only reason why I woke up is because Bella FaceTimed me. And then I went and I literally slept the entire day. I mean, every time I woke up, I'd feel better.
Yeah.
But I feel like I got hit by a truck.
Well, were you also drinking?
No, I didn't drink at all.
Okay.
I was like, I'm not gonna fuck around, and you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't drink at all.
All right.
And it just hit me. It just, you know what I'm saying? So as the day went on, it just sort of boom,
Progressively got worse.
it got worse, then it got better.
At least you made it till you got home.
Yeah, for sure. Because I was like, I don't need to be in Capo anymore. Like I proved my point. Tom's killing it. Like, why am I sitting here? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, my shit was kind of different, man. I got that booster, and like 4 or 5 hours later, I just got a little bit tired, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to sleep for the night. I woke up the next morning and I was straight. You know what? It doesn't sound like you got a lot of sleep either. That 4 to 10, I don't think even if you didn't have the vaccine, 6 hours on a weekend, you would have woken up groggy.
yeah, but then again, I didn't. Instead of getting up, I just stayed in bed. Like I kept like kind of nodding off for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's some normal shit.
But either way, man, get the third shot, get the booster. I mean, I'm not out here raw dogging the world per se, but I'm definitely just like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like but Bella is my dog, and she is so against anything not like she wears a mask all
Did
day.
she get her shot yet?
Nah, we keep trying, bro, but they just on some bullshit out here. You know what I'm saying?
We're going in for my eldest is going in for her second shot on Friday. And I'm a little bit nervous. I can't front only because I wonder how she's gonna react to that second shot. Remember, we were all fucked up with the second shot.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like kids are more resilient. They have stronger immune systems.
I hope so. I hope so.
Did she get sick on her first one?
No.
Yeah, that should be all right.
No, but I didn't get sick on my first one either.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's getting the second one. My youngest one gets her second one on the 18th.
She got her first one already.
Yeah, she got the first one.
How'd you freak that?
Dog, I had to bribe her with all kinds of shit. I was like, I'm gonna take you to Starbucks. You can get a fucking
whatever you want,
snack, and all these things. She ended up getting. We went to Starbucks and she got a croissant or some shit. But she ended up not even feeling it. Like I was like, yo, all you have to do is just look at me. That's it. Don't even.
Don't pay
needle,
attention.
looking at the needle is scarier than actually getting the shot.
The shot don't hurt.
It doesn't even hurt.
Yeah. When I got mine, I didn't even know they gave it to me. They like pinched my arm, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
They're starting to put a Band-Aid on.
yeah. So, but I'm actually trying to bribe her now because I also want her to get the flu shot. She get that flu shot the same time she gets the second shot.
Can you do them both together?
Yes,
You could.
They
You
they
could.
offered it. They offered it to me on Friday,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm chilling.
Yeah. Yeah,
Get it.
you could get them both at the same time, but
You should get it, wrong, especially if you're doing like one-night trips.
Yeah.
I know.
That whirlwind.
I just hate getting that flu shot.
But you know what? I might get the flu shot in Arizona though, because they don't be tripping. Like black men in the suburbs, they go, yeah, let me get a flu shot. They'll be like, all right, cool, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
which arm? You know what I'm
Dog,
saying?
you know, I called around. I went to one CVS and they were like, you know what? Go to the CVS all the way uptown on Connecticut and Nebraska. And they were like, you could just walk in there and get a kid's vaccine shot. So I was like, really? So sure enough, I drove up there and I was like, yo, I got my 6-year-old who needs a vaccine shot. They were like, yep, bring her. Can you bring her back at 11? I was like, yeah. And that was it.
Yeah.
We got the shot.
Bang.
So that's the way to do it. I think
Is Bella all about it?
Bella wants to get both. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I just think we're trying to see when school
It's interesting. Yeah.
when school is done. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, her school was giving out shots yesterday, but it was only the second shot. So like they had the first shot, and like I said, the school messed up, or it was a community shot. So a lot of people were allowed to get them instead of just for the students.
School. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So something like that.
But
Either way.
you're right. I do see the 8 and 9-year-olds. All of their friends are getting the vaccine shot. It's become like a popular thing. Like
Yeah, they're about it.
I also
she
feel like
was
most
pressed to get it. Like, yo,
Don't
I
little
want the shot.
8-year-old
I want the shot.
Don't kids get shots most of the time when they go to the doctor every year, anyways, or no?
They do. They
I don't know.
hate that
I
shot.
feel like I was getting shots every time.
Yeah, but it kind of tapers off after a certain age. You know what I'm saying? So at this point,
they're used to it.
Yeah, but at this point, these kids know I'm getting the vaccine. Like they're like, I'm not. It's not the shot, it's the vaccine.
Nobody knows what those shots are. I don't even know what shots they're getting.
They're vaccines,
right? But when you take a kid now, they're kind of and they get a shot. You're like, all right, I'll get you some ice cream. Like I gotta bribe you. Yeah. This time the kids are like, no, I want to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Bella's like, I want to get the vaccine and the flu shot. And her mother has been putting in the work to try to find. I think we had 2 or 3 places canceled so far.
CVS, Connecticut and Nebraska.
Yep. Let's go uptown.
Yep. And probably the CVS in Tenleytown, probably.
I went to the Walgreens on 13th and U.
Nah, dog, you gotta go.
I'm just saying that's where I went to get mine, and they were like, "Yo, we got whatever you want." You know what I'm saying? So, and you can make your appointment online at Walgreens as well. So
yeah.
Episode one,
man. Be safe out there.
Yeah, get a shot. You know what I mean? Episode 142 was a podcast. Speaking of COVID vaccines, they are now in the process of making a plant-based COVID vaccine, and this is, according to a source close to him, something that Kyrie Irving would be open to taking.
Hold on, they're doing a what? Hold on, what's
a plant-based COVID vaccine?
Yo, I don't even know. The impossible vaccine?
You niggas is unreal, B.
I get that joint too, though, if they put it out.
Yo, but do you trust it? Like, I don't know.
No, but I get it. If it's not going to counteract what I already have.
Like, is that a real thing? Plant-based COVID vaccine? Like, why would I trust that?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if the scientists say it's real, I'm going to go with science.
Sure.
Here's my thing. I believe Fauci. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah.
If Fauci says, "Yo, plant-based vaccine is good to go," bong, let's do it. Sign me up.
I'm taking it on top of the.
Yeah, you got to get. I'm not going to trust it by itself. Nah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm
not a vegetarian, but I like vegetarian food.
I think they just said. I think they said March. March is when they're looking for the plant-based.
So wait, Kyrie retired, right?
Nah. He's just not playing.
Oh, okay. He's just not playing.
He's not getting paid either, though, right?
I don't believe he is getting paid.
Yeah. So he. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
So he doesn't need the money.
Fucking guy. Of course he would go for the plant-based joint.
Niggas is weird.
That shit ain't gonna fly with the NBA.
Well, no, it'll fly. And the NBA just also announced that if you don't have the booster, you can't go to Canada. Or if like you're in Canada and don't get the booster, you can't come to the States.
I want to go to Canada, man.
So like, but they're just saying for their players, they're like, yo, because I think like 97% of the NBA is vaccinated or something like that.
As they should be.
But that 3% is some asshole niggas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just got to be careful with it. Either way, we don't play in the NBA.
I'm ready for
so
the
it's
world
all
to
good.
open back up. Sean Paul just announced his British tour starting in April of next year. I might just have to hop along for like a week or something.
I just downloaded a new Sean Paul song last night. I've been looking
Which
for
one?
it for like 20 years. It's not new. It's old though.
Oh, okay. He got some new fire out there too. He just put out.
I mean, I like classics more. So I'll be honest with you.
You like
But
the what?
I like the
Classics?
classics.
Oh, yeah, for
the
sure.
classics.
Yeah.
It was just it was him over the up close and personal rhythm. I needed that joint. Finally found it. I was like, oh, I'm good. So, episode 142. In some stellar news, there's a Christmas tree outside of the Fox News building in New York City, 6th Avenue, that was set on fire by some random dude. Fox News is a piece of shit.
On purpose?
Yeah, they said dude climbed up to the top
and
of
lit
the
that
tree
motherfucker on fire.
and lit it on fire. It turns out he was like homeless or something like that, and
That's
who
lit.
knows, could be mentally
That's
unstable.
lit.
That's lit.
That's lit.
Man, Fox News, man.
A man was charged with arson and other crimes Wednesday for setting fire to a 50-foot Christmas tree in front of Fox News headquarters in Midtown Manhattan. Oh, man, yeah. They're on the news. They're like, this is the Fox Square in New York outside of Fox headquarters. It appears that our giant Christmas tree just a couple minutes ago was engulfed in flames. I mean, hey, 49-year-old homeless dude was arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, man. But
What
shout
if
out to him for
somebody paid
being...
him? Might have been
tight.
CNBC behind it. Like, yo, I'll
Like,
give you $20. We'll light this shit up.
Yeah.
Three wings and fried rice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, they want cash. They don't want food.
Episode 142, Abdul's people. You know what
What
I'm saying? Finland's prime minister,
Oh my
36 years old. She went clubbing until 4 in the morning and forgot
She
to
was
take
a
her
darling
work.
Nikki.
Nah, chill. We close at 3. We close at 2. I'm sorry. She forgot to take her work phone with her. She missed the call telling her that she had come in close contact with somebody and she needed to quarantine. Incredible.
Yo, how
Doesn't
did
the
she
Prime
get
Minister
elected
have-
at 36 years old? Have you seen a picture of her?
No.
Nah.
She
Let's
looks
see.
young as fuck, and like young and single, and she became the prime minister, and then she goes she hits the streets, like
Why
with no
not?
security, like nobody could get a hold of her and be like, yo, your boss lady had came in contact with somebody who had COVID. She needs to leave immediately.
Santa Marin. Yes, Santa Marin is her name. Santa, whatever.
She's
Yeah.
in the streets. Of course she's gonna get
She's
COVID.
in
I'm
the
not
streets.
mad. Yeah, you outside, boo. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Raw
You
dog
fin-
in the world. No
Finland
mask
style.
on.
No, they don't
Maybe,
wear
I mean,
masks.
she's wilding.
She's in Helsinki going crazy.
It's a
I'm not mad at it.
bad techno music.
No
oh,
bullshit.
terrible techno music. It's like electro techno music.
EDM.
EDM,
Oh my
yeah.
god. With
Yeah.
Yo, techno music. How do people put up with that?
Drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
never done those kind of drugs that made me enjoy techno music though.
I mean,
Me either.
I have. I think you enjoy the drugs more than the techno. The techno just kind of goes with it.
I mean, I remember going to clubs that had
I mean, you from Baltimore, so they got that Baltimore house.
I hated that shit too.
I hate it too.
Y'all bugging. That
but-
shit's
Yeah.
crack.
But the one and only time I ever went to the Limelight in New York, that's all that they played with the crazy lights and all that
Yeah,
shit. And
house music.
Limelight, Limelight, if, for those that don't know, was a church
Mhm.
that got converted into a club. Like the whole shit just sounds blasphemous to begin with, right?
Amazing.
But and all kinds of madness happened in that fucking club, man.
Mhm.
Fifth Column, remember that?
Yeah.
Eddie, over
Yeah.
here, Fifth
Yeah.
Column on like
F Street.
Thursday and Friday nights
Yep.
was all like
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wednesday. Yeah, it was all except for Sunday. But
Yes.
every other night was just electro house music. But
Yeah.
there used to be a lot of girls in there, and they were just
They used to have that hip hop room upstairs, though.
no. That was home. Home was next door.
No. At Fifth Column, they had like the VIP room upstairs.
Yeah, but I feel like hip hop. Oh, you're right. The
Yeah.
basement was
Reggae.
techno and
The
no,
basement.
no,
The basement was
techno.
dance hall. they had like a little room on the side, and like Armageddon used to play there, I think.
Okay.
And like the
Yeah,
main
but
floor was
upstairs was hip
techno.
hop. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you used to go there, man. I used to just put up with the music. I just wanted to
Yeah.
meet some fucking girls.
I mean, it
and
was
hang
something
out.
to do. It was something to
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of it's horrible, but the whole night of it's horrible.
And they had the crazy like club lights to go with it. That's what
Yeah.
made it like super European.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerome loves all that shit.
That's
I don't even know what
shit
y'all
right
talking
there.
about. Nope. Y'all, whenever y'all want to come to Arizona.
When does Jerome go to the club when he's not working? That's what I want to see. I want to see Jerome go to the club and where he would go and who he wants
what's
to
your
listen
club
to
of choice?
when he's not getting the bag.
Nowhere.
Okay, so you can't speak on it because we go out for fun. You go for work, so it's different.
Yeah, it is different. It is
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
You
The
know what I mean?
experience is different when you're not working.
We're consumers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like are you like asking me would I go see DJ or
No, I don't mean
Nah.
I don't mean like which one of your friends do you want to support like politically to go see somebody DJ and be like so they come see you. Nah,
Yeah, what's your
I mean,
favorite
like,
club?
hey, we're going out tonight. We're gonna go here. Like
Oh, none of them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're
Because
You don't
I'm not-
enjoy going out.
It's tough. It's difficult. Yeah, because
See,
it's just
I loved it.
but it's like no, but because this is the truth. It's like
yeah.
this person isn't as good as me. And
Yeah, but that's
therefore-
not. But you have to let go. So you're still looking at it from a business.
Yeah,
but-
take
perspective.
that out of the equation.
I
Yeah.
can't.
You have
It's
to,
cool.
though.
I don't. If I can stay home and chill, like I can be with Bella, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, but for me,
All right,
legitimately,
what about before you started DJing?
I was like 20. I was like, I was in Hampton, so like not even. By the time I got up here, I was DJing.
All
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I go out of town, it's cool. Like that's probably when you see me at a club. But
But even still, you're out of town. You holler at the homie that you know the DJ someone. You go
course.
see him.
of course,
Yeah.
yeah. But like just to pull up on some random spot, pay $20 to get in, and like be amongst the general admission
Yeah,
crowd,
That
like
was my shit.
that was never my thing. I went to Love a couple times, and I just was like,
Oh my god, incredible
like-
experience.
Love is tight, but I was like, as a consumer, Love sucks. As a regular,
Oh,
like if you're not got the homies, if you're not locked in, it's not tight. You got
You mean if you up there standing in line,
if you're standing in line wearing hard bottoms,
yeah.
paying a ridiculous cover charge,
You know
paying
what?
for
It
drinks.
Changed, it changed the second you walked in, though, because
Let me-
I saw them dudes too.
No.
And
But
I
I'm
would
just
see
saying,
them. Okay, go ahead.
if you're just a regular person,
Yeah.
you have to go through that checklist of things. We got to make sure we got the right fit on. They're gonna hit us for 40, maybe 60.
yeah,
Okay, that first floor is one thing. That second floor, oh shit, this is where Cameron was. Okay, the third floor, that might be Harry Potter up there. Then the fourth floor is half inside, outside, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, all you're doing is spending more money each floor you go to. Right now it's different. I don't pay for shit. Right, like I haven't paid for a drink in Lord knows how long. But it's just Love was different too because of the amount of people, the amount of women, the hype going to the spot, you know what I'm saying? Coming down New York Avenue or coming up New York Avenue and giving a homeless dude $20 so they don't put paint on your car and the whole sort of just steez that's around. Oh my God, that's Allen Iverson and 50 niggas from Hampton, Virginia. Like all of that shit, right? All of that was dope. It could happen for you. But I just was there for the music. I've always just been really honed in for the music and the transitions and like, all right, cool. I would play this. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was always my thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
going out now is like, yo, I'm gonna take my friends to a spot they've never been to before because I know of a good amount of spots and whatever. Like, but enjoying them, I'm there for probably 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm kind of there today, but my highlight days, man, I enjoyed going out. Like, I could not fucking sit still in the house. I
same.
wanted to go out. I wanted to meet.
But it
women
wasn't about
and
who was.
just
It wasn't
have
about
fun.
who was DJing. It wasn't like,
Nah,
oh
I
my
ain't give a
God.
fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't give a shit
Yeah.
who was DJing.
Same.
Honestly, I could have been in any kind of music, man. But you
I
know
can't
what?
tell you who was DJing.
No,
really.
I couldn't. I do remember
I mean,
like
Trini-
SNS, like DJ SNS. I heard his name a few times. Like,
No, but I'm
yo,
talking about like regulars at the club.
Oh, yeah.
here back in the day.
only when I saw them at the end of the night, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, you were in here?" He was like, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
was DJing downstairs." I was like, "Oh, all right."
I mean, it was like Harry, Money, Oz, like you said,
Armageddon.
Armageddon, like you
Yeah.
said,
But you know what?
Trini.
It changed though because now the DJ kind of became an attraction to the club. I feel like back then it wasn't like that big of an attraction.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
nobody
For
was
sure.
was advertising. A club promoter or a club owner was not advertising. Yo, we got DJ Trini spinning here tonight. Like nobody gave a fuck.
Unless you were a big name and they were paying money for you.
Right. Unless it was like maybe like a DJ AM or like somebody of that stature, right?
Clark
Like,
Kent.
like a Clark Kent, like
Kid
SNS.
Capri.
I remember SNS when SNS would come in and Clark Kent would come in. They would make a big deal out of that. But like local DJs, like I don't think their names were even on flyers, right? Maybe
Nah, I don't
maybe
think
they
so.
were. I just didn't notice it. But you
Yeah.
brought up Dream and Love back then, man. I feel like even the motherfuckers. I remember walking past people waiting in line. That line was around the corner, like literally, it was about the size of a football field, right? And I would be walking past the people who were all the way in the back, dudes who you could tell they're coming from out of town. They had come into DC specifically to go to this club.
Only.
Slacks on. They were like, nobody's fucking up the dress code, right? It's three
Right.
of them. Everybody's gonna come right because if one person gets left out, you are really gonna get left away. Like
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
go in without you.
Yeah. Here go the keys to the car.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you later.
Yeah.
So everybody came dressed right. Like they overdid it. Like slacks on, hard bottoms, a shirt with a sweater, like really taking it to the next level. And they were all the way in the back of the line. And I remember seeing them like 3 hours later. I would see them inside, and they would fuck. So they'd gone through the whole thing. Like waited an hour and a half to get in. Probably paid a shitload of money because it was 3 dudes with like no girls, nothing like that. But once they got in that motherfucker, goddamn,
Yeah.
I think their lives changed, man. Especially if it was motherfuckers who had never been there before.
Yeah.
Like you could really see the excitement in their eyes, man. They
Yeah.
were just having a fucking time of their lives. And it was like that for a lot of people. That shit was just a fucking dope experience. And you just did not know who you were gonna run into, man. I remember my man Jonas and I were walking to the front one night, and a white Rolls Royce was pulling around the corner onto Oakey Street. And I looked in, and it was Pharrell, and sitting next to him was Jacob the jeweler. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
There
shit
you
like
go.
that was on the
Random
regular.
shit.
Yeah. And it was just fucking insane.
I mean,
man,
again, it
just
was-
seeing shit like that.
I think, like you said, the thing about Love and Dream though is the size. It was such a
Yeah.
big venue, right? And so and a lot of times the DJ was hidden. You didn't really know where.
No. Music was always good, but it
Right?
just
No.
was never
It was
like,
good, but you didn't.
Yeah.
The DJ wasn't the center of the room. As
Right.
we moved into the later part of the 2000s, the rooms got smaller.
Yeah.
You know, rents got higher, so they
True.
couldn't have these huge places. I mean, you figure Mark left Dream and went to Park, and that was probably one of the last big multi-story venues,
I don't
clubs.
even think it's a club anymore. I think it's just a restaurant now, isn't it?
He'll catch a party every.
Yeah. They're
like,
having
when
a
it's-
big holiday party on the
Yeah,
18th.
and
Are
they
we
did.
going?
They.
Do y'all want to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
It's
go.
an open bar.
I'm not going, but nevertheless,
I remember they used to hide the DJ booth. Like you wouldn't even see.
Yeah, you
the
wouldn't even
DJ.
see it. Yeah,
They'd be
So-
like
it
a
used to be
slit in
hidden.
the wall. He could like look down and look at the crowd. It
Yeah.
was like, especially
Right.
at Dream and Love, the DJ booth was like
Yeah,
like a
not
wood
even
panel
visible.
wall. Yeah.
so then what happened was you start building these one room places when the DJ is kind of the center of the room.
It has to
Yeah.
be.
And at that point, you have to give the DJ some notoriety because who is this cat? You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Well, now the
And-
customer can engage you. They can go dap it up, ask you for
Yeah.
this. They see you every week. Before it was like, where the fuck is? I don't even. Like,
Right.
you didn't even care where the DJ was.
You know what really helped change that, and as much as it sucks to say, is I think the advent of like celebrity DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, that's how
personalities,
they
whether they were like social media
Yeah.
personalities or whether they were just somebody
Right.
kind of famous, like your Heron Prestons and
Yeah.
like people who you
I'm
knew
not
maybe
DJing
from
in a
fashion.
whole. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Put me in the
once
middle of the
you
fucking
heard of
room.
like somebody like that really had some sort of like a huge following, and now they've become like a DJ. I think that might have helped change how people looked at DJs. You
Yeah,
know what
well,
I'm saying?
AM was the first celebrity DJ, right? I mean, he was
But he was always a DJ that
he
became a
he
celebrity.
was but he was just the guy though, right?
Right.
AM was the guy that took DJ rates to the next level. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Certain opportunities, and he just was the guy. So yeah,
But
AM was the first.
those are respected DJs that became celebrities. I'm talking about like
Yes,
celebrities that ended like Paris Hilton would get put in the center of a room to DJ
but
because
she
she decided to
Train wreck
DJ
all
one
night.
day.
yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
she also was like an afterthought. Like AM legitimately was respected
Sure.
as a DJ.
Yeah.
But
First and
also
foremost.
he was seen as a celebrity
Yep,
DJ as
yep,
well.
yep.
So they're close to AM. They're like, hey, I can do this. And
Yeah.
I from what I understand about dude, he was never the negative person. He was always like, yeah, do your thing, whatever. So it definitely paved the way for like Ryan Cabrera and like not
Yeah,
Little
people
John,
like
but
that.
like Shaq. Shaq's a DJ, and you know what I'm saying. Then like you said, you
Yeah.
get your fashion types who just have followers, and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's all they can bring to the table. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, man, I think if somebody does a proper DC clubbing like documentary, um, then I think that um, DC's effect on the world cannot be understated or underappreciated because love changed the game across the country, across the
Hell
world,
yeah.
really. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
The nightlife in DC has always just been extraordinary, man. Even before like the big club events. I mean, you think about Republic Gardens, Eddie, like the
I mean, it's a
motherfuckers that used to
college
be in
town
there.
too.
Like Michael Jordan really enjoyed himself at fucking DC.
Hell
Like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? During those days,
Yeah. He
Allen
was out every
Iverson
night.
loved it. Charles Oakley loved like
Yeah.
everybody who comes in here, and then normal folks. It's just, you know what it is? You meet a lot of people that came here for school. There's so many schools in the area, right?
Right.
And ended up just staying. So even either you meet them when they're in school or you meet them when they're right out after school, when they're right out of school. But everybody's like
perfect
kind of,
example with both of you.
yeah, and they're all
You know
doing
what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody's doing shit. Like
Yeah.
it's not like nobody's like running to become like maybe today they are, but nobody's running to become a reality star. It's not Hollywood. It's not like I'm trying to be an actor, so I'm a part-time this, that, and the other. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? People are like, yo, I work for this agency or I work
Yeah.
for
I work for Deloitte.
this fucking I work for the government doing this, that, and like
Yeah.
motherfuckers really have careers out here. So
For sure.
it's dope to meet like people like that. So whether or not you end up hollering at a chick, but chances are she's got like a whole lot of shit happening for her on her
Yeah,
own.
she got a good job.
well, the
Yeah.
thing that I'll say about this with Jordan and with like your athletes and just your people, DC, when you can come here at the time, I believe the thought was you can come here and get a really good government job, stay in that job for a very long time and make a lot of money, right? At the same time, DC has probably the most attractive minority women
That's a fact.
of any
Slept
place
on.
in the country.
I would say that's a fact.
The only reason why I
Slept on,
say it was
slept on.
hold on. The only reason why I say slept on is because maybe the non-black women, right? Like the black women, DC got it hands down. Maybe Atlanta. That's the only maybe one that I can think of that would have a similar amount of volume because the black women in
Okay, yep.
DC, the black women in DC are second to none in my opinion. All right,
Mhm.
but then you start to deal with like there's a lot
International.
international.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
we got people from every country.
A lot of
in the world here.
lot of international fire out there in the
Yeah.
streets, and that international fire is willing to mix.
Yeah.
Right, there are some that aren't true,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of international fire that is in the turn up spots. That's in the reggae spots.
100%.
That's in all these different places, and so you get a good cross section of just everything. And I think when dudes come here with no expectation, they come here and their minds are fucking blown.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're like, yo, I didn't know. I had
Well,
no idea.
most places the ratio is like, 3 to 4 guys to every girl. And in DC, I would say it's the opposite. I would say
the
most
opposite.
places you go, there's going to be a large amount of women at every bar. Like
I've heard
even
it's,
women here will be like, this place is weird. There's too many guys in here. Like
it's
you know what I
7 to
mean?
1.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
what
I've
was
heard.
so crazy about Dream back in the day was you were gonna run up on something. Like, you know what I mean? It
Every
was just,
5 minutes. Not- I
you
mean,
know, it was just insanity.
Yeah.
Like, and you see her, you better just
You're never
do
gonna
the
see her
work
again.
right then.
You'll never
because
see her again.
You might not see her again.
Yeah.
That's how big the club is.
It's like if you split up with your homies, you might not see them again unless you got a table. And
And
you
I'm
got,
okay.
you
I'm good.
If,
I'm
if
good
you
with
split,
not
if you
seeing y'all.
if you
Yeah,
split
me
up with
too.
your homies in Dream, you just needed a pen and whatever you could do, or like our cell phones were out. So I think okay, so cell phones were out.
Yo, they
right?
had pen and paper out on the bar.
At the bar. So there
on the bar, like a little cup.
So
Yep.
you could split up with your homies at Dream and not see them for 2.5 hours.
Nah, just be like, yo, when the club lets out, let's meet right here in front
Fine.
of this entrance.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if we get split
Meet me
up,
at the car.
Yeah.
meet me over here. But
Don't leave without me. Meet me at the car.
but
Yep.
if you got if you're on a mission, you can be in Dream and bag as much as you want.
Oh, you
You
come
can go
out there
crazy.
with phone numbers in your pockets. You don't know who goes to what. Like you're
Oh
like, I
my
don't know who
God.
the fuck this
Yeah.
was.
Nah, you were like, yo, after this, let's all go to fucking.
So I'll say
Diner in Adams.
even till this day, like I said, the black women and just the non Caucasian women are
Yeah.
just second to none in DC. Like I said, the international, Spanish, the everything you
Yo, you got
want.
bad white girls. out here,
Persian.
too.
The white girls were always kind of out here. They weren't.
I'm kind of with you on that. For the most
Yeah, I
part,
mean, the thing is, neither one of you are attracted to them, so you don't even look at them anyways. Not that I am either. I'm saying, but there's all women of all color. out
yeah.
here.
No,
there
that's what I mean,
is
yeah.
for sure. But I think
If you like white girls, they out here. I'm sure they in Capitol Hill.
Oh
shit
no,
like
if
that.
you
They
like
out
white
here.
girls,
they're
you can
out
get
there,
busy
right?
out
But
here.
I just think you are smacked in the face when it came to nightlife
with
women of color.
Yeah,
But you know why? Because the white women specifically, I think, you just talked about how a lot of people of color did mix and go to a lot of the same spots. You did not see a lot of white girls
Very
at like
true.
the spots we were at. Like, you know
not
what
that
I'm saying?
many.
No, but you could go on like a white night and then you'll be like, oh,
Oh, be
shit.
packed. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
could go to like we talk about Fifth Column or even
Yeah.
like
there's every
some of
race
these
in there.
bars and clubs. Like if you go on a white night, you'll be like, yo, this looks like a completely different place.
It
But
is.
on the nights that we would frequent those places, like there weren't a lot of white people. They weren't willing to
Not too many.
integrate as much.
Yeah.
They had their own spots. They were going
Yeah.
to on their own nights. So
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I mean, I think because of that, you're right. DC slept on, man. The quality of women out here, the number of women. I don't know if it's still the same, but shit, back in the day, I mean, it was one. There's
It's probably,
a reason,
it's probably more now. It's probably even crazier now.
but there was a reason a lot of motherfuckers came here to play basketball, and they just could not get it together, man. Unless you were already a professional.
It wasn't so much the basketball players, the football players. The football players would
I think it was the
come in.
basketball players more because I don't even know any of the. Well,
That's the whole thing about it. The football players, they just, I played for the Redskins. I was 50 is 100 niggas on a team.
yeah.
And
You don't
go
know
to
them at all.
Exactly. But you go to Shadow Room on a Thursday, and they was all in there. Like
Yeah.
like every Redskins basketball players like, oh, I'm going to Gilbert Arenas' birthday party. It's the greatest party ever. Like people
That was a
know
great
that.
birthday.
Exactly. But the Redskins or the Washington football team, they used to be in Shadow Room so crazy. I'd be like, man, I hate y'all. Like, I don't even want to DJ this, but whatever. Nevertheless, man, episode 142. If you don't live in DC, come to DC this spring, summer when it warms up. It'll be
Come to Darling
fantastic.
Nikki.
Come to Darling Nikki. DC is fantastic in the summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't think
that's a
of too many places better. You know what I'm saying? It's a great place to come hang out at. We are now in the. We're still in the. What is this? Union's 30th year? Is that what they've been celebrating?
Is it the 30th? Nah, can't be.
I think it is.
Yeah, you're right. It has to be, right?
So we're still celebrating Union's 30. They've dropped
Yeah, I think it's
everything
gonna
you
be
can
all year
imagine.
round.
Well, I think we're end of the year, so they can't have too much more, right?
Well, unless the 30-year anniversary might have been like, what if it was like May, and now they're gonna go all the way to next
They're
May.
doing like a whole calendar year. Okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
Or
Union
365.
is an Instagram user by the name of Lil Jupiter, who seems to be
Who
very.
is Little Jupiter?
I figure you would know.
I have no idea. But he's
He
even had
follows
like,
you.
Nah, he does. he had his own like K Swiss collab or some shit. Like,
He's very well connected.
Is it
Yeah,
tough to get a
listen,
K
shout out
Swiss
to him.
collab?
I mean, for you to just have any sort of sneaker collab, I think it's commendable.
Well,
Like,
Lil
I don't know
Jupiter
how
has-
tough it is.
That's a
Lil
fact.
Jupiter has 700,000 Instagram
There you
followers.
go. It's easy for him.
Yeah, he got it.
He's a very hidden-esque Instagram page, with pictures of celebrities and very rare sneakers and sort of the moment like pictures, a lot of Drake, and Oh, shout out to the United Arab Emirates. They are announcing that they are transitioning to a 4.5 day work week. But Lil Jupiter posted pictures of the Union Dunks. This was 2 days ago, and I believe that we talked about them. There's like this net on the shoe. There's also the Nike swoosh and the back heel tab that says Nike on these dunks are like a 3M sort of silvery color. It looks very. It looks like the resale is going to be heavy, and the bottom is relatively clear. So it's a very sort of. It's a very sort of. It's a lot going on with the shoe, right? But the shoe, Eddie, have you seen the shoe?
The baby blue ones.
Nah, these are like greenish.
They're like green and yellow.
Yeah, it looks kind of. It looks more green than anything else.
My fault. Which
Let
one
me
are these?
see.
What are which ones?
Show them to me.
The little Jupiter. I put them on the story the other day.
Little Jupiter dunks.
Nah, these are the next Union Dunks.
The next
I'm about to-
Union Dunks. Yeah.
I'm putting them in the group chat on our phones right now.
They're
There you
fire.
go. Little Jupiter obviously broke the internet with these. So if you're into the Union Dunks, get you a pair.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
look-
looking
Sent it
forward to
over?
these, man. I think I might like the first ones better. The purplish, bluish color. Have you seen those?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
baby blue ones.
They're not baby blue. They're like purplish though.
The ones I saw like baby blue. But that
Really?
could be, yeah.
Maybe I'm colorblind.
These ones right here.
It's in the group chat. Look at our group chat.
Yeah, those the first ones.
Those the first ones. They're not out yet. They are out.
No, they're not out yet.
They look blue to me.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
We just got a package
Oh man, live on the air.
as we're here.
Union dunks.
I'm going home. Oh man. If you're watching the YouTube, which you should subscribe, youtube.com/what's the podcast, you will see that at this moment, 2:54, 47 minutes into the podcast, Don't Charge Abdul just revealed the all black Pata Air Max 1. I'm not all black, I'm sorry.
Black and gray.
Black and gray Pata Air Max 1.
Yeah.
Live on the just here. I believe what's the release date for those? This next week sometime?
Might be this Friday or next Friday. It might be this Friday or next Friday. I'm not sure.
Abdul don't worry about release dates. He's team early.
Oh man, listen. That's what it is, man.
There isn't even a what's it called for them. Yeah.
There isn't a release date.
Yeah, Eddie, that's not the ones that so we posted different dunks.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
did you see those before?
Yeah, I saw those. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the ones to talk about. Yeah.
And the ones you posted were like,
the second ones. They're gonna be the
Yeah,
second release of the dunks.
Yeah.
I don't really like either of them. They have like
Nah,
the
they're fire.
like Ripstop, right?
Yeah, Ripstop.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, they're cool.
The first
you
ones,
like everything though. See,
the first ones over the second ones. If I had to pick one out of the two, but
Oh nah, second ones.
really, you like the second ones?
Yeah.
The second release or the second the blue?
The little Jupiter ones.
Man, I'll take the first ones. I'll take the purple and baby blue colorway. Union to me has one of the best logos ever in the history of logos.
Union.
Yeah, that
That's
dude jumping.
That's
Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier. Yeah.
It's from a movie or something like that. But
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite logos of all time.
Shout out to
Sidney Poitier.
we'll shout out to Sidney Poitier always. But shout out to Rich Paul, CEO of Clutch Sports.
Yeah.
Basically he's on a little press run now in Cleveland. They held a in-store conversation last night at a spot called Exhibition.
Yeah.
Tuesday night. I'm sorry, Tuesday night Exhibition. When you hear this, it's going to be Thursday. So, but Tuesday night Exhibition, they held a in-store with Rich Paul. I think Steph Floss was moderating, and they basically released the entire sort of capsule. There's a hoodie with the word St. Clair, which I believe is the neighborhood that Rich Paul is from.
Where is he from? Is he from Akron or
Cleveland?
Okay.
Cleveland, yeah. My man Duck has a clothing line out there, and him and Rich Paul are like best friends or something like that. So, but Rich Paul, like you know, what I'm saying his collaboration is tight. Something very interesting though. I posted something on my Instagram story yesterday. That was an old ad for the New Balance 550, and it was from a store in Richmond, a spot called A&N. My man hit me this morning and told me it's a spot called A&N, and the 550 at the time of this ad was $29.99. It says
This is an
sounds
ad
about
from
right.
like the early 90s
from
or
like the
80s?
80s or
Okay.
90s, yeah. And it's like
Wasn't that
it's
like
like-
James Worthy's shoe
Yeah,
or
James
something?
something like that. But it's
Yeah.
like $29.99, and they were even saying it was more of a tennis shoe than a basketball shoe.
Yeah, they had a high
Right.
top also.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I
AO
never saw them in Lowe's. I always saw them in Hyde because that was the
Exactly.
James Worthy shoe.
And so then I'm looking, I'm like, yo, the shoe was $29.99 for the low top version, and now we're paying what, $140?
That's if you buy the ALD ones.
The Rich Pauls are $142, I think.
Yeah, I think
I think the regular ones are
100.
100 or 110.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the
like-
white and
But-
purple pair that I bought was like 100.
those are dope.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
the-
that's $100 or something like that.
What's it
Might
called?
have
Just
been
dropped
110.
them. Somewhere just dropped some last week, right?
Dropped some of their own or
No,
just
well,
new?
no, they dropped some. There was 3 colors of the
Yeah,
550.
Oh,
you could,
yeah,
you
yeah,
could
yeah,
get them everywhere. You
Yeah,
could
there
those
was
are
like-
everywhere.
Yeah,
White
yeah.
and
Especially-
orange.
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
especially like over on my side, like Rhode Island Avenue, GTLR Shoe City. They don't move at all over there. All them colors sit in every size.
Yeah,
I
they
like
got
the 550, man, and I like Rich Paul's colorway too. That shit looks hard.
Actually, Rich Paul's colorway is going to be $129.99 according to the New Balance website.
Is
I'm
it
looking
dropping
at it.
on New Balance's website?
Yeah, it says coming soon.
I gotta go for those, man. I'm gonna try to grab those. Do they say Clutch Sports on it or no? It's interesting, first of all, that he did a New Balance collab, being that he's such a Nike friendly dude, right? Like LeBron, you think about that relationship, and Maverick worked for Nike, and
But think about it. New Balance has a basketball program that
Yeah.
needs improvement. Why not partner with the guy who leads a a roster full of talent? Some guys aren't going to get Nike contracts anymore.
Nah,
It's
you're
just- right. So why don't you partner with this dude? You empower him. You make him feel like he's this
Yeah.
designer, whatever. Now you have free reign to his roster.
yeah,
Instead of everybody wearing dunks now, the CEO's wearing 550s. Let me give all my clients 550s.
Rome's wearing 550s.
I'm wearing 550. I mean, I don't hoop. I don't hoop for.
No, I'm
for-
saying, but it doesn't matter.
right. But all I'm saying is it's a very smart business move on New
I don't
Balances.
think nobody's
Yeah.
hooping in 550s.
No. It's considered a lifestyle shoe now. It
It's
is
a
their.
lifestyle. It's not a
I
basketball
think
shoe.
somebody said it's their answer to the Air Force One. That's how
Nah,
new.
That's what they said.
Nah, it's not.
That's what they said. They said it's their. I think it's more their answer to the dunk.
No, nobody's
You know
wearing
what?
no white on white.
You know what? I don't
550s.
think even they said it. Let's be clear.
Some-
That was
but somebody-
some high snobiety said that.
Somebody said it.
It
It
was
was,
a
an
big
answer to the
mistake.
dunk, right?
Yeah.
A dunk.
To the Air
All I'm
Force.
saying is from
High
a
snobiety.
lifestyle perspective, they can win, right? And I even we spoke about it, like new Nike.
It's like a competition for like a Stan Smith, I would say, but not
Well,
an Air Force One.
Remember, Nike acknowledged that they're losing customers to New Balance potentially, right? Which is
Yeah.
the whole New Balance catalog, not just one shoe.
Also, because you go to any store, there's no Nike, but there's tons of New Balance. So of course, there's
Exactly.
a customer.
Right.
Because most people like instant gratification. I want to go to the store, buy the shoes. I'm wearing my shit tonight. Nike does like direct to consumer now, and New Balance is in every fucking store, everything, everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
Correct.
that's Nike's fault for losing the customers because they can't make the shoe accessible to people.
Even the last 3 550 sold out on the New Balance site. I mean, they've been out for a couple weeks now, so that's understood. But nevertheless, it is still a very smart business move for them to
Hell
do
yeah.
that, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if we see more athletes pop up wearing New Balance in the future. Jack Harlow, even though he's not an athlete, he's a rapper. He is a New Balance endorsed
Yeah.
person. You know what I'm saying? So
Will Smith's son.
Jaden, is he?
He has his own New
Jaden.
Balance.
Okay.
Jaden or Caden? What's his name?
Jaden, I
Jaden.
think. But
Jaden.
he has his
Jaden
own
Smith.
New Balance out.
Yeah, he does. They're not that tight.
They're trash, but hey,
I think they sell out though.
I'm sure,
Kids who follow him rock that shit.
no doubt.
Yeah.
I just got a Nike sneakers notice. I thought something was popping.
What? What is it?
On sneak nothing. Some girl dancing.
Watch
on her
watch
bed.
this story so you
Yeah.
might win the fucking shoes that you're not gonna
So,
win.
so you
outta
can
here,
win
sneakers
the cool gray 11s again. Fuck out of here.
Are we getting the cool gray 11s?
Are we getting them or you already have
No,
them?
I hit on sneakers.
So you got them
I-
already.
I flipped them shits.
Oh, you already flipped them. How was the flip? 100?
Yeah, I think I sold them for 365, 370.
Not bad.
I passed on.
Yeah, I'm not
sneakers.
getting those. I don't really like.
I hit on
patent
the early
Jordans.
thing though, like the early.
Yeah, so did
days
I.
that
I
one
just
day.
was like, yeah, I
Oh,
remember.
so you
we
kept
all
them?
got it. No, I didn't even buy them. I was just like,
Signed it.
Oh, you should have bought them for the flip.
I just don't trust the delivery times these days, man. I really don't.
Yeah, I flipped them shits, but I'm passing
it's all
on,
good.
on the ones that are dropping this week.
Yeah.
But I am grabbing them for some friends though.
So
who
shout
wanted
out
to-
Rich Paul. Shout out to
Shout out to
anybody
Rich
who
Paul.
gets them. If you want to get those Gray 11s, good luck to you.
Yeah,
The Air Force One Sculpt. I don't know what those are per se.
they're,
What
they're
is that?
OG colorway highs without the
mesh?
strap.
Oh, that's women's shoe, isn't it?
It's a women's shoe, but
Yeah, I saw that.
but I think there's also might be a men's version coming out. Either way, I'm getting them motherfuckers.
Can you put a strap in there?
Yeah, you can put your own strap in there.
Because I mean, I feel you have to. I feel like you
Actually,
have to. I've never worn.
I don't know
a
if
pair-
there's a hole on the back tab though.
Have you?
for the-
Have you? Pause. Have you ever have you ever worn a pair of high top Air Force Ones without the strap?
Yes, only because I lost the strap.
Okay, so no. So that's a no.
Well, I did wear them once I'd lost the, even though I lost the strap.
I can't do that.
Do you strap it?
Nah, hell no. No.
So what do? You
You
let it
scared.
hang on the back.
That's it. Yeah.
So
Swag it
so
out.
I think you'll be okay without the strap then.
No.
You did that with shorts or with jeans?
I never wore
Or
a pair.
pants.
I never wore a pair of high top
I
Air
see.
Force Ones with shorts ever.
Okay, so
Ever.
I think I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna do it right with even without the strap. I like these. I like these a lot. The sculpt thing means like the swoosh area is a little bit indented, and I gotta show you all a picture. From
It's like
they're
insert.
actually-
I saw
It's
them.
inserted inside.
Yeah, it's like cut out instead of like.
Yeah. I think that's where they get the sculpt part of it. But I like these a lot, man. Yeah, they just give me a real OG like vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
they need a red strap.
the
You probably
white
got
and
one
gray
somewhere.
colorway is
Fire.
fire as well too. This is the first colorway Air Force One I ever saw in my life. Like
That might be the
literally,
first colorway that ever came out. The highs with the silver gray.
But that was in '82. I saw these in 1990.
But they had
when it
mesh
came
the
to
first
America.
ones, right? It had like mesh in the mid.
in
didn't
the mid, but
like
the
behind
toe
the
box
seat.
was all leather.
The toe box was all leather, but it
The
has
toe box
mesh.
was all leather, and it did not have any perforations in it. There was no holes in the toe box. It
Exactly.
was just smooth leather.
Exactly.
So when B-More they did an Air Force One B-More in 2002
They
or
put the holes in it?
2005. No, they did it without holes,
Yep.
which I never was a big fan of. It looks
It
so
gets,
much
it
better
gets
with
too
the holes.
it gets too wrinkly without
it gets
the holes.
wrinkled without the holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks more like a
Goddamn.
boot.
Yeah, but either way, I'm gonna grab these. I'm hoping some stores get them so I can.
I don't think you have a problem getting those.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be in a lot of places.
You go to the mall, go to
You'll
like
be all right.
Women's Foot Locker and get every size you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab them shits. Oh shit, yo, hold on. I got somebody else in my door. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Yo, sun is wild in the day. Anyhow, Streetwear Eddie and I are here. As Abdul just goes to probably pick up Lord knows
Not
what.
get more packages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not get more packages. I believe the Goldenrod Dunk Lows are coming out. I need those. I will with pride say that I need those.
What do you need?
The Goldenrod Dunk Lows.
You fuck with those?
I mean, I like the Goldenrods. Why not? Why not? For the summer, why not? You know, low top dunks for the summer is a guaranteed win.
I thought I liked the golden rods, and I got the high tops, and then I flipped them because I didn't want I just couldn't do it.
That's what I'm saying. The high tops is kind of tough, but
I realized I don't like high top dunks anymore. I used to when like dunks had his first or like his second big wave in like the what was it early 2000s.
yeah,
I only liked mostly the high tops, but now I can't fuck with them.
things done changed.
Yeah, I just don't like how the strap, like how the sides fall down and like
My fault.
yeah, I don't know. Look what you get. Another package.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. The second.
Once again, if you're listening, Abdul just picked the. Oh, come on, man. Oh, wow.
How you get those?
If you're not watching, Abdul is showcasing the Amon Mayer Jordan 1 high
Shout out
That's-
to James Whitner.
James
No, I'm just playing.
James Whitner, free game. You know what I'm saying? AKA free game.
Hey,
Yo,
better
you
late-
said
better
we
late
needed to
than
get
never.
on that Zoom call.
On the Zoom call.
Listen,
Abdul he's worked his magic to get himself. Streetwear Eddie and I did not get any of this. Abdul got the friends and family box of the
man.
release.
The Lizzie.
The Lizzie strikes again. You know what I'm saying?
Is it like Clark Kizzy Lizzie?
Nah, this is listen. Shout out to the friends of the program.
Friends, you all have forgotten who I am. You feel me? He ain't no friends of this program, my guy. Okay.
Nah, I told you all about this. Remember? I put
I don't-
it in the group chat.
I don't recall this conversation,
Nah.
Streetwear Eddie.
All right.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. Son is holding out.
You told us that we could get a pair too, or you told us you were getting a pair?
I definitely don't
told y'all
recall.
that I got lucky and got a pair.
Oh yeah, see,
Yeah.
Streetwear Eddie shit
that's
done
why.
changed,
That's
man.
why we just
That's
scrolled.
why
Y'all forgot
kept
already?
that bullshit moving real quick. Like fuck
If you were like, "Yo, what size are y'all again?"
I don't recall that. It's been a minute. You feel what
Oh,
I'm saying?
man.
It's all
Yeah.
good. Nevertheless, man, sneakers are heavy out there. There is some talk about sneaker of the year conversation coming up.
Whatever wins, Abdul's got it.
Should
Of course
we
he does.
have that conversation? I don't
No.
know. We're not really a big sneaker podcast. We have like a small little segment we do on it every week, but maybe we'll have a 10, 15 instead of talking like what sneakers are coming out next week. Maybe we'll just list down some
What's
of
your
our
sneaker
favorite.
of the year?
You know what? I haven't really thought about it. I haven't thought of like one. I have like a few.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Potter Air Maxes are up there. You know, I don't know. Joe Fresh Goods, New Balances.
I think the Alma Manier threes are probably.
Alma Manier threes.
I'd probably say that's probably the best shoe
the
of the year that I don't have.
Undefeated Air Forces. The second one, the white with the blue swoosh with the man.
Not
stop
sneaker of
playing.
the year though.
No,
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, let's not go through it right now. Maybe we'll think about it and get back to you all next week.
Listen, we are pioneers of this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
We started this podcast before they dropped it, but we spoke about Union. Union just posted that they're releasing a vinyl figure of their logo.
What?
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah.
4-foot companion.
No, like the dude jumping through.
No, I know, but like a big joint.
Nah. Sponge frontman vinyl figure
Wow.
goes live tonight at 7 p.m. PST.
Abdul's on the phone. Abdul's on the horn already, like hitting his people up. Like I need that.
Adrian.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This looks crazy.
They don't even tell you the price, so you know that thing about $250.
It says 200 per color. What colors? I need that figure though. Oh no! Wait a minute. 400.
Where do you see that?
Sheesh.
In the comments?
Well, no, I'm watching the video on the Union Instagram, and at some point, like something pops up and it says 400, but I don't know if that's
How many are made or how much it's going to cost?
Well, no, it says $400. I don't know if that's the.
No,
the
but no,
cost
I
of it.
think there's 400 total because addition of 200 per color. So if you do 2 colors, then that's 400. Like white and black. I think the closest I'll get to this is the Cause Union T-shirt that I think I still have. I think I still have it.
The closest you gonna get to this is Abdul showing it to you through the podcast
exactly.
video.
Like fuck out of here.
I gotta call somebody and see if I can get this. I mean,
Nevertheless, we're gonna say, what is Abdul watching?
He been watching his mailman make deliveries today.
Watch his ring camera.
listen. I went through season 4 and I'm almost done with season 5 of The Good Fight. It's a lawyer show that's on Paramount Plus. It used to be on CBS Plus, so you used to have to pay for it. And luckily, they've moved on to Paramount, and Paramount is free with Xfinity cable. So I went through that shit. I'm also, all the normal shit, man. I'm still on Insecure. Curb Your Enthusiasm is really, really funny. And what else? The Wire, I started season 3 and then I got sidetracked by The Good Fight. And so once I'm done with this season of The Good Fight, I'm gonna go back and finish up The Wire as well. I talked about this show called American Rust, which was on Showtime, with Jeff Daniels, and he's like a small town sheriff of like a town in Pennsylvania, and it's like a crime series. Dog, they abruptly just kind of ended on like episode 9, which I was like,
So weird.
it was kind of weird because the way it ended, I was like, oh, okay, so episode 10, which logically seems like it would be like there'll be like 10 episodes in a season. I was like, all right, so the next episode is really gonna tie everything in, right? And they're gonna end the season like that. Come to find out, episode 9 was like the season finale, and I was like, I'm just left here in like a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people hit me up and they said the Kevin Hart series True Story that I shitted on, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. A lot of people said to keep on watching it. It gets a lot better. Jay Slayer, friend of the show, was one of those guys. He was like, "Yo, keep watching it. It gets good." And I was like, "I'm not gonna watch it." He's like, "Watch it." But he wasn't the only person. A lot of people hit me up and they said yeah, it's a little bit weird, and you just got to get through that first episode, and then after that, it's really suspenseful. So we'll see. I'm gonna get back to it when I'm done with all these other shows. And actually, Jay Slayer gave me a good recommendation. He had posted on his stories. There was a movie about the reporter who exposed the whole, the CIA selling crack to the inner cities, and the whole story about Freeway Rick Ross.
He
and all
got
that
killed,
shit.
right? Or he died?
Yeah, he got killed, and they said it was by suicide.
It was two shots. Two shots, and they said it was by suicide.
Yeah, he got shot in the head twice, and they said it was by suicide.
Then they his ex-wife was like, yeah, I think he was real suicidal, and he had to sell his house because he couldn't afford his mortgage. I just read something.
That's because they told his ex-wife, "Look, we're gonna kill you too if you don't say that."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Jay Slayer said there's a movie which I found on Netflix called "Kill the Messenger," which is the whole story about that reporter. So I'm gonna watch that. Listen, I like any one of those type of stories, right?
Yeah.
That include the fucking CIA, some sort of conspiracy, journalistic type shit, all that. Jeremy Renner plays the dude, and so I'm gonna watch that at some point, maybe this weekend. Yeah, that's all I got for TV, man. Are we on the streets other than tonight? We out this weekend?
I mean, we can be.
Let's do it.
What's going on?
I think next weekend's a better weekend.
My family's.
I
gonna
feel like this. I feel like this weekend's the better weekend. Next weekend's gonna be amateur hour. Maybe from the bird's eye view of the DJ booth next weekend. But you're not in there with the people.
Listen,
I'm never in there with the people,
Yeah,
so it don't
yeah.
matter to me.
Yeah. This weekend's gonna be better. Next weekend.
shout out to Ama Manier. Shout out to James Whitten.
I guess.
I guess.
I guess so.
Shout out to all our friends, man. This is great.
You should just shout out the person who got him for you. That definitely wasn't James Whitner.
No, it wasn't James Whitner.
Yo,
Those were all jokes.
listen, man, it's been fantastic.
Shout out to my
Episode
friends.
episode 142. DJ Jerome Baker III. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag She Were Eddie.
Peace, fellas.
Shout out to One of One. I have no friends. It's just me.
Oh,
Don't charge Abdul.
Oh, how soon
Yeah.
they forget.
Man,
okay.
This is Darling Nikki tonight. If you're in DC, I know you're gonna miss this if you're hearing this, but whatever, man. Darling Nikki.
If you did come, thank you for coming out.
Yeah, if you did come, thank you for coming out. Especially if you came early.
Yeah.
Very excited about the film screening, man. Should be dope. Dope.
Larry David is going to be there.
There you go.
Full on
This
out Hollywood.
this is Jerome Baker III, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.